Netregal, Meshla, Chattisich, Bal, Vayi, Jahal Gots.
Mando, Mando, Mando for the Kute. 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 All around join the farm, Mando.
Sukui.
101.
I'm Anubis, and if you have not been listening to our previous episodes, I'll introduce myself. I've been studying and working with Mando'a for nearly 10 years, hobbyist linguist, and one of the contributors behind Mando'a expansion project hosted on mandocreator.com. And as always, I am joined here today with
Wellen, Ola Rom. So, we are back. In case you guys were wondering, we changed our rhythm to bi-weekly because once a week was a little much for us both. Because, real life and stuff. But, yeah.
Real Life.
What did I say?
Yeah, no, it's a Darth real life. The ever-present threat that oppressing all of our fun Star Wars.
Sucking all joy out of you, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like a Dementor. Oh, wrong family. Anyways, I'm not a hobbyist linguist. I'm just a simple Mando trying to make my way in the universe. But I want to learn, and who can teach us? And here we are. But first things first, just wanted to throw it out there. If you guys have been listening along for a while and want to see more, you can follow us on our Instagram or on Facebook. You can find that both also under Mando'a for the Kute. And we're also on YouTube, where I load up like little shorts and probably also some extra content in the future, but more of that later.
Of course, on Spotify, we'll also sometimes post some little polls for a little bit of audience interaction. So if you have some ideas of where you want things to go, some things you're interested in learning about, every once in a while we will ask a question there and let your voice be heard. Let us know what you guys want to hear about.
Good Chorahi.
That's right.
Which means as much as speak up. So,
Yeah.
And as always, all new vocabulary is in the description.
We got that all of the way. It's close to Christmas already.
Yeah. I guess when we post this episode, it pretty much will be Christmas.
It will be Christmas Day, yeah. I guess so. I mean, yeah, German Christmas Day at least. Haha.
Yeah. Christmas Eve for our listeners over in the Western world, in the U.S.
Bold of you. So, no, jokes aside, how you gonna celebrate?
So, it's Christmas looks a little bit different for us now that I live halfway across the world from most of my family and friends. So we really keep things pretty small. Any friends that want to come over are welcome to, but generally we just kind of celebrate it with our immediate family, and we'll usually do some video chats with the rest of the family across the pond there.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of challenging there. So for me, it's kind of funny. Like my girlfriend, also being half American, is kind of practical here because we never have a discussion where to go on the 24th. So 24th is my family, 25th is her family, so that's all sorted. And normally we'll have a little, like, just both of us at the 26th. And we also have a tradition that already formed. We're doing Christmas burritos.
Nice.
I have no idea how that came about, but it kind of happened.
Yeah.
So
that's funny. Is back when we did live in the States, it kind of worked out that way for us as well, because my family, we always celebrated Christmas on the 24th, and so it was pretty easy to celebrate Christmas with my family on the 24th, and then head over to my wife's family for the 25th.
I mean, best of both worlds. Ka-ching.
Yep, it works out.
So, but speaking of audience participation earlier, let's just get in that real quick, because we actually had 2 people come through this time. It's getting out of hand. No, there are 2 of them.
There are 2 of them. So yeah, I'll read the first one since it's from Nervod Parjai, one of my Mando'ade in my real life Mandalorian clan, Karamit. Parjai Trashin said, Meg ni Emuurir Tineridur, Mirdala Sani Atin Bal Atinini Bal Brikase ni. What I like with my spouse, clever like me, tenacious and endures me, and happier than me. Oh, that's so sweet. Really, really, really great qualities, I would say, and nice little bit of self-deprecation in there. Always fun.
Yeah, where that comes from. the version. What? We don't know what that's about. No. Not in that podcast.
No.
So actually, my Sharika came through and also commented on it, and I think she also chose some pretty reasonable ones there. Qualities I would like in my Ridur. Shiar Tomat, in the sense of being a supporter of my ideas, wishes, and dreams. Hachik, honest, and Nuhula, funny and amusing.
That would be Heish also, by the way.
What actually? What?
The honest.
H.
Yeah.
Okay. It was like, okay, now you say it, that makes sense. It's just if I read the YC, I already go into like with Burshia or something, and that kind of pronunciation. Sometimes it just gets me.
Yeah.
So then, already a lot of vocabulary there, but we have more. We have more. Actually, the sentence I did at the beginning kind of outlines today's theme, which is like celebrations and feasting and drinking and eating and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, Andy, you wanna get into it?
Why don't you go ahead and say it to us one more time, and then we'll talk about it.
Sure, will do. So, Netragal, Meshla, Chatisich, Bal, Vayi, Jahal Got.
So, Netragal, one of the famous Mandalorian drinks, just means black ale. Quite literally, black ale. Netra means black, Gal means ale. It's kind of a sweet, slightly spicy, dark stout beer, and honestly, I would probably love it because I really love dark ales and stuff like that. But anyways, apparently Mandalorians really do as well, because this says that it is Mishla, which is beautiful, Jatisish, which is delicious, Balwai, and holy crap, and dear God, good grief, however you want to translate that just kind of exclamation there, Jahal Got, which means good for the body, like nutritious and good for you. And maybe a little questionable that it's that it's necessarily good for you, but hey, it's the holidays, right? The calories don't count.
Yeah, I mean, in German we got a saying that like 2 beers are also like a steak. So
yeah, there you go.
Not problematic at all.
Helps you enjoy the time for sure.
I mean, kind of also plays into the mindset again that work hard, play hard, and if you
That's
live
right.
fast, die young.
But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, you're not here for a long time. You're here for a good time. So
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of brings us to not here for a long time. When Star Wars wasn't here for a long time. Look
yeah,
at my
nice.
segues.
Wow.
Yeah, we had one thing that's dreaded by most Star Wars fans actually,
Oh boy.
and that is
You got to talk about it. It's
Yeah,
the Christmas episode. We have to talk about it.
yeah. It's the holiday special,
Yeah.
and the
Dun, dun,
feasts,
dun.
the holiday they're basically
Life
having there.
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Life Day. The Wookiees and their Life Day, and I must admit I never have seen it like in its as a whole. So
You haven't watched the holiday special.
No.
This is a rite of passage for all Star
Is
Wars
it?
fans.
Oh,
Yes.
God, please,
Yes.
please don't.
You have to fix this year. It's happening.
Oh God. Okay, I got Disney Plus might as well. Is it even
Yeah.
on there? Is it even on
It
there, or did
might
they
not
just say,
be.
"Yeah, I have to
They
check"?
might
Wait a
be
second.
ashamed of it.
Let me just check for a second. That I need to know. Holiday special.
Yeah.
Is it on Disney Plus? I couldn't find it at first, at least. So
yeah.
probably I'm gonna check later, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you know. But kind of, if I could find it, I do an insertion right here.
Yeah.
Future mark here. The answer is nope.
There is the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, which is actually pretty awesome. I'm gonna go out and say it's pretty great. They did a good job with that one, and it also includes the Life Day celebration. So that one's for sure on there on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it, check that out as well.
It's just so amazing to like today we couldn't imagine like Star Wars being like so like promotion needy basically.
Right? Yeah.
That it would do that. But back in the day, George Lucas had to do some questionable things.
Yeah. He had to get the word out there, and it didn't really help the situation where the actors involved in making Star Wars, actually, when he was first making the very first Star Wars, A New Hope, all of the actors were really having a hard time taking it seriously because they thought it was too like out there and too kiddie, and they really had a hard time, especially like Sir Alec Guinness, the actor who played Obi-Wan. He really had a hard time because he was a trained Broadway actor, and so this whole thing was so unserious for him that it was difficult for him to really get into the role. But I still think he nailed it, and I'm glad that they figured out a way to pull it off because we have what we have today. But yeah, the holiday special wasn't beating the accusations there that this thing was out there and for kids.
It didn't have. I mean, I couldn't. I can't tell when exactly this was, but there was also some point where George Lucas was like kind of yelled at by a fan, and he was like, "It's a show for kids."
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it is questionable vision of a kids show there, if you ask me. But like, okay, I think it was about the Clone Wars or something. I can't tell anymore. Would have to look that one up. But we came a long way. I mean, George Lucas is notorious for not being able to write dialogue. Come on.
Yeah. So what do you do when you can't write dialogue? You just make like hour-long scene of nothing but Wookiee screeches with no dialogue. Easy. life hack.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fair. Start speaking Wookiee to me.
There you go. Yeah. Who needs dialogue? You just make weird random animal noises, and there you
Fantastic.
go.
I mean, one good thing the holiday special brought us actually is we got to see a Mando'ade for the first time in history. For you guys that didn't know, like Boba Fett actually had his first appearance in the holiday
Big
special.
trivia question answer there. In what film did Boba Fett first appear?
Yeah,
It was indeed the holiday special.
yeah. Most people wouldn't know, I guess, or at least, I mean, we're in a pretty hardcore Star Wars bubble, but I think like the Joe Schmo on the street wouldn't know probably.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and the funny thing is, speaking of George Lucas writing dialogue, he just introduces himself as, "Hello, my name is Boba Fett."
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. Something Anu and me noticed when we were like preparing the episode is that most likely,
Almost certainly, I would say. Yeah.
the armor of Din Djarin was highly inspired by the holiday special Boba Fett, because the gun looks almost the same. The helmet is plain one colored, and he has like a unified chest piece. So
Yeah, it looks like that's probably what they were going for. And we know that the Mandalorian series, a lot of the material for it came out of the scrapped Boba Fett series that they were working on prior to making the Mandalorian. So definitely they were reusing a lot of the material there, and yeah, that's almost certainly, I would say, where it came
so
from.
yeah,
Another cool little blink and you miss it reference to the holiday special and Boba Fett's appearance in there in the book of Boba Fett that maybe not a lot of people picked up on, when he is talking about wanting to ride the Rancor. He says, "I've ridden beasts 10 times its size." And so, like, people are wondering, oh, when has he ridden some gigantic beast? Well, if you take a look at the holiday special, he's on some really big dinosaur-looking thing that, maybe not quite 10 times the size of a Rancor, but much bigger than a Rancor, yeah.
At least at the 10 times as large as the Rancor baby he rides.
Oh,
like,
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
So yeah. I mean, so there you guys have your unofficial homework at least.
Yeah.
At least look that scene up on YouTube. Or
Yeah, even if you
it's
don't
still
watch
there.
the whole holiday
Yeah.
special, the animated bit in there with Boba Fett it's not bad. It's
That's what
probably the
holds up.
best part of the holiday special.
Yeah, that's what holds up the most, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So enough of the trivia in that case. Time for serious Mando related stuff, and that's drink and food.
Yeah, definitely. Now that's something Mandos get pretty serious about, food and drink for sure.
That's yeah.
One of the interesting things in the Mando'a language is the separation of terms for spicy on your tongue and spicy in your nose. So like the you eat a pepper and it's spicy, makes your tongue burn and all that. That's mouth heat. That's known as heturam, is the mouth burn, pretty much literally translating it to that. And it's the very spicy food that you're eating. But also valued in Mandalorian cuisine is hetiklesh, which is the nose burn spiciness. And that's something that like wasabi or horseradish kind of thing, where you have that lingering burning in your nose after you eat something. I personally really enjoy both kinds of spicy and desperately seek that out. And it's very hard actually to find restaurants that will prepare food to my level of spicy requirements.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, super good
Yeah,
in my opinion.
that's kind of Germans do not do spice. Like that's kind of yeah. I know. I'm aware. Like
Yeah.
I'm not as big in it as I was earlier in my life. But like when I was like going to business college back in the day, we had and then like currywurst, curry sausage, like restaurant in my town that offered the sausage in 9 different spice levels, and you actually had to sign something for the 9, so you wouldn't sue them if your circulation just gave out.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
yeah, I once had an 8, and that already made my stomach hurt for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So that was the real stuff there. But I could work my way up to like a 6 or a 7, like pretty comfortably.
Not bad, not bad.
So
That's actually where I got like a similar kind of situation. How I got my start on my spiciness journey was it was a sushi place that was called Samurai, and they did the same thing where you could pick 1 to 10 on how spicy you wanted it, and I went there very very often. And started out slow with like a 3 or a 4, but over time, because I kept eating it, I built up tolerance, and by the time that place closed down, unfortunately, I was regularly eating tins there.
oh really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
and then one more bonus tidbit there on the other side of spiciness, along with sushi restaurants, since sushi is pretty common there. There was a place in Texas where they may still be around. Actually, they served a sushi roll called the Dragon Lady, and yeah, a very evocative name there. And yeah, it had some extreme heticulation, like it was extremely heticulation, I should say, because that's an adjective, not a noun.
Yeah.
It you would take one bite of the sushi roll, and you would have to sit there and endure the feeling of these, like, the sharp pain crawling up your skull from your sinuses. It was
It's cold sweat, right?
it was an experience. Yeah, it was absolutely an experience, and tricking some of my friends who were not into spicy into eating one was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Maybe I'm a little bit of a masochist. I don't know, but it was a lot of fun to eat that roll.
I mean, I'm not to that degree, but like for a German, I still can do pretty spicy. But on the other hand, you like that must be that US genes with her. She can handle more than me. I had stuff where I was like, okay, boy, that's too much for me. She was like, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what you can do. So,
Yeah.
super cool example of like spicy Mandalorian food would be Tiingilar. What I
Yeah.
really, really like. Miss Travis, I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, Tiingilar.
Yeah,
come
of
come
course.
on. This is described as a blisteringly spicy Mandalorian casserole.
Mm-hmm.
So probably also
Some
kind of
kind
a
of like a chili, I guess. I've seen people make it as what they call Tiingilar, at least, and it'd be kind of like a chili. But honestly, it doesn't say casserole to me, so I'm not 100% sure. I think there have been some cookbooks released that have some Tiingilar recipes in there, so there's a few things out
Probably.
there where you can try your hand at it.
yeah.
We of
So,
course can't talk about Mandalorian food and the holidays without mentioning Ujalayi.
yeah, and that is actually what I was referring to earlier. So I'm gonna visit Nervot on the other mic there between the years, and I already stocked up on all ingredients that we need to do that. So uch, how do you pronounce it? Ayali?
Ujalai, and it's
Alai.
you can also just say uj cake for the English translation. There, it's just this. It's kind of like a fruit cake in some ways, but it's more dense. It's more fruity. It's got some spice to it, and if needed, it can be used as travel rations.
So some friends in the Mandalorian hobby here in Germany from the Beska-Schmiede, the Yuri, namely, actually prepared some and gave it to me at some point, and it's delicious. He's also
It
the
is
guy I
very
got a,
good. Yeah,
he's the guy that I got a recipe from. I have high hopes.
nice, nice.
Yeah, so actually that yeah, looking forward to make that. Let's see if we can make like a
Yeah.
voiceover or something of that. We will see. Like,
Yep, that'll be fun.
some kind of documentation will be done.
Something to look forward to for everyone listening.
Yeah. So, also speaking of that, that would be, for example, be handled as Oriskran, which
Yep.
just describes a delicacy, a real threat. Treat is the word.
I mean,
God dang
it
it.
might also be a threat knowing Mando'ade.
A real treat in terms of food. So that's just if something's super delicious and is kind of also of a holiday food, I guess you could say, right? So just for example, in like the German speaking culture hemisphere, raclette or fondue is something you
Yeah,
almost always eat on holidays. So I guess that's
yeah, that
kind of
would make
describes
sense
that.
for Orikran. Yeah, that would make sense, I think. And yeah, speaking of big meals that you eat together, I think that brings us to our which is
Kai Tome, which I really love for the meaning of it, because it really drives the sense of community and being together, home. It is the word for meal, but it literally means just food together, basically.
Yep, that's right. Food you eat together, kaitome. It's a meal.
Yeah, just getting together with everyone to eat. So I really liked that one. Some other Mandalorian food that we actually can speak about. Yeah, for example, if you would have a feast, you would eat skran ikase, which is kind of like tapas from the idea. At least that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, like hors d'oeuvres or something. The little finger food, easy to eat, little bites.
So that's also a thing. So the vibe I'm getting from Mandalorian cuisine is kind of Mexican, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
So at least what most of the stuff is described as. So it's super spicy. It's kind of like finger food most of the time, at least from what I'm getting, and it got some punch to it. So yeah.
Yeah. Something that I think is kind of funny in the language, we have the word for chef, and this is one that we've added as part of the language expansion. But kai goran, which is essentially literally would be food myth. Somebody that hammers out some food out of the kitchen, their forge at the oven there.
I like it. I like it. Yeah. So, if something is edible, it's kai la. So you have the point with the same word root there, basically again. So a kai goran is a cook. Kai tome is food together or having a meal together. If something is kai la, it is edible, and just food is kai.
Yeah,
And just
pretty
because
much anything related to kai, it's gonna be food.
just because I'm seeing it right now while looking that up is just funny to me. Jekai would be bait.
Yeah, that actually introduces an interesting prefix. Didn't have this planned for the grammar section, but we can dip into the grammar a bit here with this. The J prefix, the JE prefix, pretty much always introduces this idea of like false. It's something fake or false.
Ah,
So jikai is false food would be essentially literally what that would mean, and yeah, that's a pretty good description for bait.
I see. Yeah, that was something I did not pick up on until now. See, I learned something today. Nice.
Yeah, you've got that with so you have hat for truth, and you also have
Like a lie, untruth. Yeah.
jehat is a lie, an untruth. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool. So, but you actually wanted to introduce us to another like
Yeah. So the
phenomenon.
actual planned grammar. That's we can get into that. Something that a lot of people want to talk about their feelings on the holidays generally, and so Mando'a has an interesting way to describe how something makes you feel. You know, a lot of people, the holidays make them feel happy, and so if you wanted to say it makes me happy, you would say Bik ni prikasedin, which literally would, if you translated it word for word, that would say it me smiles gives. So can't really translate it word for word there. It's kind of a bit of an idiomatic phrasing, but it comes from, in the dictionary, Karen Travis gave us this phrase "bikni skanadin" for it pisses me off. It gives me this hated thing. It grinds my gears. You know, when you want to say something is makes you angry. And so we kind of expanded on that to talk about, you know, all of the various emotions. And the way that you use that is just to say that, you know, something gives you whatever feeling or whatever, you know, related thing to that feeling. Like with Bricase, that's smiles. So Bikni Bricase din, it gives me smiles. It makes me happy. That one gets used quite a lot, and it's one that you may find yourself using here around the holidays.
I think that's already sounds wholesome again. It gives me smiles.
Yeah, that's
So,
good.
like the first thing you said almost reminded me of Yoda from the grammar. like do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something you could use for the holidays. And also, while we're at it, I think you also wrote that one down. Like, what would be happy holidays, right?
Yeah. So this is one that's I would say is hot off the presses. It hasn't actually been published into the dictionary yet, but we had a conversation amongst the Mando expansion group. For a while there, we were just kind of bashing together something when anybody asked how to say, you know, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, that sort of thing. But we decided to go ahead and canonize a new term for holiday, and this would be Vutur, which comes from the word for special, Vutish, and day, Tur. So special day, basically any day that is
Not normal.
yeah, any day that's, you know, where you're recognizing something, you know, you're taking the time to celebrate or whatever for some kind of occasion. It's a special day, and so yeah, a special occasion. So if you want to say Happy Holidays, it's quite literally Prikasse Vuture.
Pricase Vuture.
Yeah,
Nice.
now we get
So,
into
okay,
the
we got
Italian
it.
sound again.
Yeah, I mean, we also talked about that. It most likely would be an Italian accent.
Yeah. That's something it's come up a few times. You know, what would it sound like for a real native-born Mando'ade speaking basic? Like, what would their accent sound like? And honestly, it would probably be pretty close to Italian.
Yeah.
So Mando'a is
So-
space Italian officially.
So I'm really loving what is like all different culture ideas, and like Karen Travis like picked like I like that from there. Oh, what goes in my shopping cart next?
Yeah.
So I kind of get that, gives me the feeling.
Amalgamation
also-
of all the cool things from various
Yeah, but
Earth cultures.
That's kind of cool because that way everyone is kind of represented in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah. So actually that helped me with knowing that it would kind of sound Italian with adjusting my speech patterns a little.
True,
So I,
yeah.
for example, like that's almost a running gag at a point because I use the word way too lot, but I think I can say arreti pretty
Yeah,
much spot on
you
in the
got it.
meantime. Yeah. Yeah. You see, and that actually like sounding Italian, having that in mind helped me because if you want to like mimic an Italian accent, you overpronounce some
Yeah,
stuff,
of course.
right?
Right.
So that kind of helps. So just a quick life hack for you guys out there.
Yep.
So yeah, fantastico. See, there it goes again. Dang it.
Quando sila.
Candosila.
So I guess we're wrapping things up here and putting a bow on this episode. So it's time to time to introduce our homework for the end here.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought long about that, and then it just occurred to me, okay, and we're gonna publish that at Christmas, so it's the new year when our next episode will come out. So just basically make some New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Look for some word what you would wish to do or wish to happen in the new year, and don't forget to write us a comment with that.
Yeah.
We really appreciate any participation of you. Just don't be afraid.
Absolutely. Yeah. Give it your best shot. If it's not correct, that's fine. We can talk about it. We can help you out and help you learn. Trying is the most important part. The one who doesn't try doesn't learn. And so, and as of course, with New Year's resolutions, just to throw in there, it is part of the resonare to continue to self-improve there. So, got to do it. The stagnation is considered one of the worst possible things in Mandalorian culture. And so to remain the same, to stagnate, not to improve is new Mando Carla. It's not
Mandalorian. Yeah. Very well. Very well. So before we wander off again in 8 different directions, you know, our neurodivergent chaps here.
Yep.
All that leaves us with is to wish you happy holidays,
Ricase
a good new
Future.
year, Ricase Future, a good new year, and as always, say Retour chez mi.
Retortemi.
Take care, guys. Have a good time.